Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Back Rider, the first record, or maybe the second EP by the band Seth. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I have a special guest with us tonight.
Dutch MZFK.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to review this record with you because it's a record I didn't expect to like as much as I did in the end. Okay, the band Seth consists of, on bass, Will Mazer. The drums are played by D-Bone, or better known as Dennis Fay. The guitars are played by Max Alley. The vocalists in the band are Danny Schulz and Phil Clayman.
So, do you know those guys personally?
I have interacted with Danny once because I found an old VHS recording of farmclub.com in which the band Seth was being sent to Tahiti, of all places, to play a concert. And that's also where you can hear the song Techno playing throughout the segment.
Let's move on to the production. I think it's raw, it has that demo sound to it.
It's raw, it has that boink on the snare. It doesn't bother me throughout the album. The guitars, they sound surprisingly nice, especially when you compare it to the previous record Sunflower. The production on this record has definitely gone up a notch, and I'm in for it.
Now let's move on to the message. I think it's diverse. There are some songs about, I guess, personal struggles. Also those tracks where they are bragging that, yeah, we're Seth and we're going to make you listen to us. Some stuff like that, right?
24/7, 365, the power of Seth will compel you.
This is some real music.
Definitely. The songs on this album, some of them have a political tone to it. Who's Got the Mic, I believe, has the one with the political message.
I think it was just about them saying, who's got the mic, yo? Who's got the mic?
It's political. If you got the mic, you could do speeches.
I can do them without the mic, yo.
I fucking hate myself.
I fucking hate myself. Okay, so do you want to add something to the message or should we move on?
Let's move on.
When it comes to the structure of the tracks, they have mostly basic structure of intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Only the song Crashing is more advanced.
I agree with that statement. I totally agree with that. Especially the horns. They were a pleasant surprise and I didn't expect it at all. And it works.
And when it comes to the music genres here, this record is mostly nu metal with lots of funk, soul and jazz influences.
I also heard some ska influences, like some little bit of reggae. It was being put in the songs very abruptly without a proper transition, which is a flaw of this record as well.
So the record starts with Techno, the first song on the record, and the first thing you're going to notice here is the drumming. I think it's there throughout the entire record, like the drummer does play in time. He has groove, he has style, he has precision, but the sound of the drums is like just okay, right, when it comes to the production.
The drum sound blends in well with the production, in my opinion. The drummer on the entire record, the drumming, it's consistent, it's good, it does the job, but it also doesn't do anything special.
Yeah, so next we have the bass, and it's audible. What I like about this record, it's while it follows the guitars, it also deviates from that stuff. Like we have some cool bass lines here.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. The nu metal style is mostly because of what you said, that the bassist follows the guitarist in the majority of these songs.
That's not a part of nu metal then, because nu metal is about not following the guitars, doing your own bass lines like Madwayne, Korn, even Limp Bizkit first record. It's about deviating from that stuff. The guitarist does some weird noises and then the bassist is playing his own stuff. Maybe the mainstream third line of nu metal, 2002, 2003 is like that, but the 90s nu metal, it never follows the guitars. Because when I think about nu metal, I think that the first age is like 93 to like 98, then you have that 99 like Limp Bizkit, Significant Other stuff. Like it still had those moments, you know, when the bassist played what he wanted, but when Linkin Park came to be, like, they started following the guitars. I've always thought that was the second phase of the genre. It started to change, it wasn't the same anymore, but I still enjoy it, I still think it's great. And then you had the third generation of bands, and they were just like you say.
In that sense, I do agree with you in the sense that the bassist does do his own thing.
So let's move on to the guitars. What do you think about them? The groovy parts, the more eerie melodies?
I love it. Like on techno, it's like with the drum. I thought it was really cool.
And when you think about the guitar sound overall on this record?
It's produced well for the budget they had. I've heard a lot worse with bigger budget records.
Yeah, what I also enjoy, besides the production on the guitars, is the fact that they do incorporate lots of different guitar styles and techniques. As you stated, we get some even ska and reggae influences. While they aren't written that well into the songs, like you feel a massive shift in the sound, like the transitions aren't that great, it's still fun, you know, to hear that stuff.
Exactly. It's a surprise, it's a pleasant surprise, but the execution was a bit mediocre.
And finally, let's talk about the vocals on this record.
The vocalist with the higher voice, the one who's also used for doing the clean singing, that's Danny. And the person who is rapping more, that's Phil.
What do you think about the singing, the screaming, the rapping?
The rapping, it's not great. It sometimes sounds like he's trying to imitate Fred Durst with his voice when he's going to like a higher segment, a higher octave. On some songs it feels like they're trying to imitate Fred Durst. But the singing, I always like Danny's voice. So I will say that the singing is great, the rapping is so-so.
I must say that I agree with you. I have also noticed that the rapping is sometimes not in sync with the music, but the singing was actually great. I feel like the quality of the vocals depend on the individual songs.
I agree.
So let's start with techno. What do you think about this one?
This one is a great start to the record, especially with how it starts, with the guitar and drums I told about before. I really like the production on this song. It's raw. It sounds like a band really trying to get to recording, get that record out and start touring. Yeah, for me this song is definitely a good one, but nothing memorable, so I will give it a 7 out of 10.
I also feel like the vocal performance on this song isn't that great compared to the next tracks, but I do enjoy it. I feel like the first part of the track was much more interesting than the bridge and the second one. Like that main groovy part, that's the most memorable thing about the song. So yeah, also 7 out of 10.
24/7. This is a song that was also recorded in a very different form for their major label debut, All These Dreams. Now with this song, this is the prime example of what I was talking about earlier. The chorus, it's very abrupt. There is no real bridge that goes to it. All of a sudden it's like 24/7, 365, the power of self will compel you. The band is playing well on this record, on this song, so I will give it a 6 out of 10.
I actually feel like this song is way better than the previous one. I loved the flow, even if the transitions weren't that great, but the chorus, the verses, the intro, it all slapped. The vocal performance was amazing, same as the music. 8 out of 10.
Number 3, Higher. Yeah, what can I say about this? There's a ska influence. The chorus, it follows kind of the same abruption as I found in 24/7, because all of the instruments, they seem to stop for a bit and then it's like, Hiya! Hiya!
Can you take me higher? Oh, sorry, wrong band. Sorry guys.
Yeah. So, because it's not so consistent, I will give it also a 6 out of 10.
I think that this one is a little bit worse than 24/7. I do enjoy the ska influence, the middle part of the song was my favorite part, but as you said, yeah, the transitions aren't that good. You can feel like they've made this song and they were like, how do we link these parts together? And they haven't thought of that that much. But still, it's not a bad track, I do enjoy listening to it. It's not as good as Can You Take Me Higher from Creed, but it's still fine. 7 out of 10.
That brings us to track number 4, Advance, which starts with a very nu metal intro that goes like doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. And from there on, the song, it goes on really well, with maybe Korn-like influences in the verses, with the eerie guitars. That's good. And then again, the transition from that to the chorus, it's just not thought out that well. But because I enjoy the intro and the verses and the instrumentation so much, I will give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
This was actually my favorite song on this record. The transitions did not bother me at all. I loved the Korn influence, the energy of this song, the intensity, the chorus, the verses, just everything about it. 10 out of 10.
Next song, Who's Got the Mic? Very laid back song, but it picks up at the end. It's very relaxed. It has a hip hop feel on the drums that I really like. It's on par with the track Techno for me. So I will also give it a 7 out of 10. I hate myself.
I am starting to get worried that you actually have some disease or some mental mental impairment because you just scream in the middle of the video. I hate myself.
Horse!
Who's Got the Mic is the second best song here. I love the vibe of this one. It's a chill out song. Then, as you said, it picks up. Love the energy, the vocals. It's fun. 9 out of 10.
On to the next one. Crashing. It's like the Twin Towers, right? This is another song with the ska influence. It has much more advanced structure. It reminded me a little bit of the Song 41 song because of the trumpets. You know, the one on Half Hour of Power. They Possessed Hair. I like this song. It's another song with the ska influences. The horns at the back end of the song, they were played really well. It was also a very nice surprise, something that I didn't expect from Seth. Well, mostly familiar with the record All These Dreams. I will give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice. A 7, right?
Yes, 7.
I am held against my will.
Ah.
I agree with you. I love the horn section. It was a surprise, but a welcome one. The structure is also quite interesting. This song is a banger. It's my third favorite song here. 8 out of 10.
Track number 7 till 9 are remixes of songs that can be heard on their first record Sunflower, released a year earlier in 1997. If you want to hear these songs, turn off this record after song 6, Crashing. Go to Sunflower, listen to the songs there. They have instrumentations that are similar to the ones you can find on Backrider with rawer production, but you'll thank me for it, they sound a lot better. Every remix on this one gets a 2 out of 10. I hate the remixes, yeah, but Buy It sounds somewhat good, because it has hip-hop influences.
I would say Jump and Gata are actually fine. I guess I feel different because I've heard this record first and Sunflower later, because I got this band from you, I think.
Yep, that's right. I sent it to you in 2019, I believe.
So yeah, Jump and Gata are just okay, they're nothing special, 7 out of 10. I prefer the original ones by far, because they have better instrumental work. And then Buy It remix, while I understand you that it has a hip-hop vibe to it, I get it, it's fine, but I feel like it's a little bit too long. Like, was it like 5 or 6 minutes?
The Buy It remix is 6 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, if you would cut it down by 1 or 2 minutes, it would flow better. That's just my opinion. 6 out of 10.
Track 10 till 67, it's all 6 second silence. Nothing to add there. Basically, Player for me, it's a demo version, a worse version than the one that's on All These Dreams. The one on All These Dreams is a banger. The ones on Backrider is a dud. Yeah, this whole record, it needed a better producer. Luckily, they got it later on, but here, the song is just not that great. Not at all. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
I don't even feel like this is a demo version of that Better song from 2002, because it has a different instrumental work, like, it's not the same. It's also much weaker, as you said, it's not that interesting. It's just decent, I don't hate it, I also don't love it. I love the new version from 2002. 6 out of 10.
Check 69.
Haha!
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Chicken Hunting, the ICP cover.
Magnets! 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 How do they work?
Second best song. Let's go with chicken hunting. We go with chicken hunting. We're going with chicken hunting now.
You sound better than ICP right now. You are better.
Thank you. Actually, my band. It's a pleasant cover to listen to. I wish they would just remove the remixes and just play chicken hunting 3 times in a row. I would be happy. I would be so happy. The listeners of this record would be so much happier. The chicken hunting cover gets an 8 out of 10. Shout out to KFC.
I will surprise you, but I also love this one. It's way better than the original song. It's funny, it's straight to the point, cool grooves, cool atmosphere. It's a funny track, and yeah, it's better, way better than the remixes. 8 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is various.
I would have liked this record to have chicken hunting 57 times instead of the silence.
Then you have the flow, it's disrupted.
Because of the remixes and the silence in between the 2 last songs. But it doesn't make the record worse. It's the remixes that make the record worse.
And to me, the remixes are fine, but I agree that they are the weakest part of the record. When it comes to the replayability, yeah, it's a good album.
I'm happy with this record. Remove the remixes, remove Player. It would have made a solid EP instead of a record.
Yeah, it's not their best recording, but it's a nice effort. Like, I guess we would together recommend the 2002 album the most.
Definitely the 2002 record is a lot better.
But this one wasn't bad. Go hunt some chickens.
We're going chicken hunting. We're going chicken hunting. Going chicken hunting now.
So that's all from us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram. Follow Dutch MZFK also. He does very cool videos, mostly about nu metal music, right?
Yes, that's right. Rare album uploads irregularly, but they're fire.
Besides that, also consider becoming a member on my channel so I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. That's all. See you next time.
Good night. God bless.
Yeah.
Ugh.